Hey entrepreneur, this is Mark Newsom, Mr. Marketing. Welcome to this special presentation entitled 5 Incredibly Simple Things, ladies and gentlemen, you can and must do right now if you're serious about dramatically improving your overall website's conversion rates. Especially, entrepreneur, if you're just starting out and you're not exactly a hotshot copywriter just yet, then you want to pay close attention to these 5 incredibly simple, proven conversion rate strategies. Now, let me just give a quick caveat here before we get rolling. Ladies and gentlemen, all 5 of these low cost, some might call brain dead simple, proven strategies are meant to work as a team in unison. In other words, to give you the overall synergistic effect. Don't cherry pick any one thinking it's going to carry you. You need to incorporate over time all 5. That's how they're meant to go about helping you. So with that said, ladies and gentlemen, the ultimate purpose of this video is to share these 5 incredibly simple, battlefield tested strategies that you can incorporate right now. When you're done with this video, you can incorporate some of them to dramatically increase your overall conversion rates of your website and or your blog for that matter. And remember, no one strategy is going to save the day. So let's take a look. Here's the first thing. Ladies and gentlemen, remember, it's your copy, not those fancy graphics, that converts and ultimately sells your visitors. In other words, the guarantees, the overall offer. That's what sells, not fancy graphics. And also with that, entrepreneur, don't load your website up, pardon me, with too many plugins, paid or free for that matter. And here's why. The longer it takes your website to load, the sooner your visitors will leave because they're not going to wait around. In fact, think of an offline example. You ever go into your favorite grocery store to do a little grocery shopping? You head over to the deli counter, and of course there's one person behind the counter and a gazillion people from here to there. Well, the average person, the average shopper is not going to stick around and wait till the business figures out they need more people back there. Online, they'll move even faster, ladies and gentlemen. Too many plugins slows down the loading speed of your site, and that's no good. Now this next one is huge, and ladies, I don't mean to call you out on this one, but it does kind of apply to you more so than others, especially online. Stay away from these outrageously loud colors like flaming pink, dark green, black, or really bright orange, because this print is hard to read. And if something's hard to read, people won't stick around. And let me just throw in a little bonus here. If you're using any type of paid autoresponder or a free one for that matter, entrepreneur, make sure the type size is a little larger, because a lot of times there's some people's list that I'm on, they have this little tiny print. I'll just delete the email because it's too hard to read. Now here's another thing, ladies, again, this applies to you. That fancy cursive looking type, stay away from it. It's hard on your eyes. I know you think it's cute, but you're costing yourself money. Now this next one's huge. You see this offline a lot, but people unfortunately do it online too. Entrepreneurs, stay away from reverse print. What is that, Mark? Normally you'll have a black background or a dark green background, and they'll put white print on it, or orange, or flaming pink. This stuff is hard to read. Tests have proven overwhelmingly that text is as hard on your eyes, ladies and gentlemen, as certain gangster rap and heavy metal music is on your ears. So we shouldn't have to go any further. Now, whenever possible, ladies and gentlemen, use a specific number or specific stat in your main power headline. Like if it's an odd number, the better. Like if you got 47 things or 9 things or 3 things or the number 1 thing, anything like that. If the number happens to be even, go with an even number. But the point is, if you can use an odd number and a specific number in your headlines, great. And here's another additional bonus. Whenever possible, after you've market tested your headline, put some quotation marks around it, ladies and gentlemen, because it's a proven fact. Quotes, real quotes, they tend to receive about 300% more response. Now, let's be clear. We're not talking about you just writing some headline you haven't tested and think because you stick quotation marks around it, you're going to get a higher response, because you probably won't. We're talking about a market tested, benefit orientated, what's in it for your end user headline. Stick some quotation around your main power headlines. Absolutely. And you'll improve your overall conversion rates. And this last one is kind of a big one too. Entrepreneur, if you're using a lead capture page, now, ladies and gentlemen, for those of you, if this is your first time ever, seeing a video about Mr. Marketing, you're wondering what's this term, lead capture page, sometimes called a squeeze page. You're going to get a web address at the end of this presentation that will send you to a lead capture page that's going to invite you to take advantage of an offer. But the point is, the only specific goal of that kind of site, it wants your contact information, meaning a name and an email or just your email address. But there are no sidebars. There's no header. There's no tabs for you to click on. Is strictly there to give you a little text. Maybe it has a video, maybe it doesn't. But the point is, it's there to get your contact information. But here's the point about that. Ladies and gentlemen, on your blog, the home page, or sometimes what's referred to as the index page of your blog, if you have a built-in opt-in box, and in other words, right built into the page, it'll have some kind of offer, your free newsletter, your free video, webinar, whatever it is you're giving away, your lead generator. Make sure that opt-in box is above the fold. What do you mean, Mark? Take a newspaper. You know how it's folded? You got to flip it over to read the bottom half. You want that opt-in box above the fold because, statistically speaking, 98% of your visitors, especially first-time visitors, and they don't know who you are, they're not going to stick around long enough to scroll, to see it underneath the fold. Now, if you're a celebrity, superstar, entertainer, an athlete, any of those, and you're already a household name, you can get away with having your opt-in box below the fold. But until you and I reach that status, most people read from left to right, so you want to have it in the top right corner of your lead capture page, or in this case, the index or home page of your blog. Now, on your articles, it's okay to have it at the bottom, because you're going to read all the way down to the bottom, hopefully, complete the article, and then you can have it there too. But the point is, first time visitors come, they don't know who you and I are, they're not going to stick around long enough to scroll. Entrepreneur, you do those 5 simple things, and again, remember, they got to be used in unison. Don't cherry pick, oh, I like that one and I'll do that, and wonder, hey, why am I getting the results this guy said I would get? That's probably why. So on that note, ladies and gentlemen, for those of you who want to discover how you're going to add an additional 25% more gross profit to your bottom line, entrepreneur, if you're interested in learning how to do that in the next 90 days or less without having to constantly add new customers and clients, which is outrageously expensive to do, as you probably know by now, then my friend, you need to head over to that website, youcanmarketonlinenow.com/sales. Don't forget that part. And that's how you can get your free 9-page special report. Now, ladies and gentlemen, before you leave, got a quick question for you. Entrepreneurs, who else do you know in business who's struggling right now, who could definitely use some help? Do they respect your opinion? Because if they do, this is what I want you to do for them. I want you to forward this video to them ASAP and help them out. But that's only if they respect your opinion. Now, ladies and gentlemen, if you're asking, okay, Mark, what do I need to do to get my business, product, or service to the next level, whatever that next level may happen to be? I'm so glad you asked, because here's what I have for you. Ladies and gentlemen, on top of the free 9-page special report, you're also going to receive a free 22-part small business marketing mastery series. That's correct. This is a free additional 22 sequential email marketing lessons that's written specifically for today's small business owner, service provider, entrepreneur, and or solopreneur. It's a $97 value. It's my free gift to you. It's just my way of saying welcome to the inner circle. Glad that you're here. But ladies and gentlemen, if for whatever reason, after you go through the free 9-page special report, hopefully after you go through the free 22-part small business marketing master series all the way to the end, ladies and gentlemen, maybe once or twice, if you decide after that this just simply isn't for you, then my friend, please feel free to unsubscribe anytime you wish for whatever reason you want, and we can still be friends. Fair enough? This is Mark Newsom, Mr. Marketing. We'll see you again real soon, entrepreneur, on the Marketing Man.